Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 345 of FloWrestling Radio Live. I am your host, Christian Piles, joined as always by my mainest man, Willie Saylor, who right before every show begins just gets up and leaves every single time without saying a word, and we just have to wonder when he comes back. But I don't get worried anymore because he always comes back. We never know where he goes, but he's here. What's up, Willie?
It's gonna be a little dicey. It's gonna be a little dicey for a couple months, bud. Until I get complaints of the dogs. The dogs go nuts. So every time right before the show, I go and I kick them a couple times. I don't kick the dogs. I take care of them. I take care of the dogs.
You walked that one back pretty quick.
I kick the dogs. I don't kick the dogs.
To make sure they don't bark, but it means absolutely nothing because they could go nuts at any time. So. Yeah, so there's a studio being built, and hopefully...
All right, bad news, Kennels. Okay.
Oh, my God. Hey! This is episode 345, Cayman Islands edition.
Nice. Love it.
Cayman Islands is where CP keeps all his Popeyes money.
I know. That's where you got to keep it. It's the only place that's safe, the Cayman Islands.
No, Matt, do you have any money in the Caymans?
What if he did?
$14,000.
That means he doesn't. You know what? There's a lot to talk about. John Smith is telling people to shut up repeatedly. And I think you should shut up.
You should shut up. If John Smith tells you shut up, you shut up.
You shut up immediately, and you probably apologize. So I don't think I kind of feel like he was kind of aligning with what I said. Not that he knows what I said, because there's no way he'd listen to the show. But I'm saying like how it was like every time something happens, it's like an indictment on the sport or the style or whatever. He's like, wrestling's never been better, talking about the fixed storyline match. He's like, it's never been watched by more people. Everything's great. He's like, people, I just saw some terrible opinions. You just need to shut up. He said it like 3 or 4 times. So it was pretty, the candor of John Smith is always very refreshing. So
one day we're going to get you to do a impersonation.
Man, maybe one day. Today's not that one day, though.
Today ain't that day.
Today ain't that day. So, okay, John wants you to shut up.
You should.
And that's just a national message. Shut up. Okay. We said we'd bring this segment back. Kyle let us down previously, but I don't think he's going to let us down this time. Happy Thursday. It's time for Kyle Brackey's Alien Hour.
Okay, so last week we talked about the Flatwoods Monster. Just a real quick plug here. Found an awesome 11-minute video. I tweeted it out. Just give you a nice, really good background on what's going on there. But this week, the Denver airport conspiracy, and I was a little disappointed. I thought there'd be more juice here, but all this stuff is actually easily explained away.
What are the main theories about the Denver airport?
So one of the big ones is that the runways form. What can I say that? Can I say?
You can say.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just.
You have to describe it. It's
yeah,
not like
it
a
looks,
bad word in and of itself.
Some people say it looks like a swastika.
Yes.
But if you look at it, it has like extra like.
I mean, you can kind of see it.
You can like
if you look at it, you can kind of see it.
Yeah, but it's not like wow, that's a swastika when you look at it. Like it's. Yeah. I don't know.
It's not like they painted the. Yeah. I mean, you could literally take any street grid in America and draw a swastika in it if you wanted to, and that's basically what. All right, so we debunked the Nazi ties to the Denver airport.
Yes. Okay, that one's done. All right, now the other one that's pretty interesting is how much space is under the airport. It's 470,000 square feet.
Under it.
Under it. What are they doing with that? Well, there's a lot of theories that it could be a bunker if something were to happen for all the important and wealthy people.
Like a nuclear fallout shelter?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Some believe it could be like...
That is definitely evil.
Some kind of like holding cell if the government ever turns against its own people. That could be pretty bad.
That'd be very bad.
And some people believe aliens live in these bunkers. But in all actuality, the airport rents out this space to the airlines for office space, and they use it to transport luggage. And you can literally take, like, it's not just the airport saying that. You can literally take tours. Like, the airport started in 2016 offering tours of the whole airport, and
What?
they'll take you in these tunnels.
What
Mostly
conspiracy theorists got bamboozled by the fact that places have basements? It just never occurred to them that you could build something underneath the ground and it wouldn't house aliens.
Yeah, but then the airport felt the heat, was like, we're gonna have to have tours.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like,
how about the
we're so
response?
sick of this. Like,
We gotta get
have
out.
tours."
We gotta get out in front of this. People are gonna think we're housing aliens because we built underneath the
Very
ground.
transparent.
So
They're
this,
very transparent. Our luggage movement.
We got cubicles.
Equipment.
this is now the weird art is kind of like a big one that people focus on. Outside
That
of the
stuff.
outside of the airport though, this is my favorite part. You guys are really gonna like this. There's this big, it's like 32 feet tall, like bucking bronco, like it's up in the air, like up on its hind legs.
Called Peyton.
No, it's blue, and they call it Blucifer because it has red eyes that just glow at night. And before it was finished, like the guy that was working on it, it fell on him and killed him.
Well, that just
Oh my gosh! All right, that one. Not to use a pun.
So,
that one has legs.
This statue murdered somebody, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have somebody finish it, and we'll put it up.
Dude, that's
anyways.
just bad art.
Yeah,
know,
bad
man.
art because it killed a person.
Yeah, it's really bad
No,
art.
bad art because who blues?
That's like the
who has
painting.
a giant blue statue with red eyes?
That's almost as bad as the painting in Ghostbusters 2.
And then in the baggage claim area, there are gargoyles, and some people are like, oh, gargoyles are like evil. But actually, they are protectors. They keep out the bad demons. And that's
Oh.
why you see them outside of churches, is because they protect. And the artist was like, oh, I'm going to protect your bags. Like, this is why the gargoyles are here. It's really simple.
They're waging war on
Now,
gargoyles.
the final part is where you could, I don't know, it gets a little dicey. But they had when the airport was opened, they had a dedication stone, and it has like the date and all this stuff. Now there is the Freemason symbol on this stone. That is because the Freemasons made it.
Well,
And people freak out because it says New World Airport Commission.
on the stone that the Masons made.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were supposed to be the woke one here, Kyle. That should set off some alarms because the whole thing is New World Order. They talk about that,
Right.
And there's a lot of people that can make your keystone, but they sought out the Freemasons.
Yes.
And the New World Airport Alliance. I think that's a wink, wink to the New World
What do you
Order.
New
mean
World
they sold
Airport
out?
Commission, and they only called it that because they were it was the newest airport in the world. So they called themselves, the commission needed to be called something, so they called themselves New World Airport Commission.
That doesn't pass my sniff test.
one of the
Nomad.
one of the things I love about any conspiracy theory is that, like, okay, if you were a part of a worldwide massive plot to take over the world, create a new world order, enslave and mind control the world, you would want people to think that it's a hoax and a conspiracy and spend all of your time.
Oh my gosh.
So it's an interesting catch-22. It's like,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
no, come on,
completely
this is
close the
stupid.
door on this,
Yeah.
but some of it is baloney.
Baloney. Yeah, the swastika's baloney. But the Freemasons, I don't know. You could have went anywhere for your stone. I don't know if
Also-
There's some
other
weird
Freemasons,
murals throughout the airport too.
Yeah.
That like some people think like show like or foreshadow like what's going to happen to civilization. But I don't know.
Did they
That's-
predict the hands to the face issue?
They did not. No hands to face issue is depicted.
Some oracle.
is there any artwork of famous people depicted as lizards?
No,
Reptilians?
Because that would be bad. 'Cause
There's not.
There's a lot of momentum behind lizard
That would be
people.
too obvious.
That would be too obvious. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Look it up, everybody. Look up the Denver Airport conspiracy stuff. There's a lot more to uncover there.
Also, if sketchy murals are an issue, I'll send some pictures out today of the Austin Bouldering Project mural. A lot of eyes, a lot of pyramids. There's some real Illuminati stuff going on
Question:
there.
do you think Flo would pay for me to go back to West Virginia so I can check out the Flatwoods Monster and Mothman areas?
Absolutely.
Yes, I would. I approve that.
Well, yeah, we'll
I
approve
drove-
the overages.
I wanted to stop when we were driving back to Austin because we go right through Point Pleasant. But it was like, ooh, we gotta get back.
But you were scared. You're like, ooh, the Mothman's gonna.
No,
get
it was
me.
during the day. I wouldn't have been scared during the day, dude.
But during the night, you would have been scared.
oh, for sure.
Hey, you know what? that was Alien Hour with Kyle Brackey, but it's now time for Auto Hour with Kyle Brackey.
Oh.
Because this guy, he got himself a new Maserati.
I did. The new SUV Maserati.
Mm-hmm. Tell him the story about how Kyle. All right, here's one thing I'll tell you about Kyle, and I actually appreciate it because I can somewhat identify with it. He will let something be broken and basically not work, and then he'll say he needs to replace that thing, and he will stick with that thing forever. Like for a while, it was a phone. He's social media content marketer for FloWrestling, and his phone was shattered and barely worked. He had to walk around. He looked like Nomad, walking around with a charger all the time because only certain chargers would charge his phone. And it took him months and months and months before he would replace this thing. Okay, same thing with his Ford Explorer. Okay, it hasn't had, no AC is pretty tough in Austin, Texas. So it hasn't had AC basically since you've lived here, right?
Yeah, I only had AC for like a year.
Okay.
So 3 years, no AC.
So no AC. That's not it. He would pump up his tire. He would pump up his tire before he would leave for work and when he would have to go home.
I got that fixed months ago.
But he did that for
Kyle,
a while.
When you interned, something happened with it.
Yeah, the transmission went.
Yeah.
And then they told me when I took it in and they were looking at it yesterday, they're like, yeah, the transmission was getting ready to go again.
That was 7 years ago.
So 3 years ago, your transmission broke.
No, 2012.
Oh yeah,
2012.
Okay. So anyway,
it barely made it to the dealership yesterday, and then they gave me $50 for it.
How many miles on that hog?
145,000.
That's a good purchase, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So congrats to Kyle on the new car. That's
it came
huge.
into the 21st century finally.
Welcome. So happy for you for that. Okay. Thank you, Kyle Brackey. Now, should we do a recap of last week's Willie Pick'ems, Willie?
Sure.
They're in here. It was.
Oh, wait, are we gonna talk about these ticket things? What's going on with these ticket things?
Let's talk about this. Okay, so a couple of days ago on Twitter, all the NCAA coaches got very, very upset about the NCAA ticket allotment. Okay, so the way it normally works, they put in the request for how many tickets they get, and based on your previous year's finish, you get so many. So if you're in the top 10, you're in that lower bowl and you get more tickets, and then it's a sliding scale down as your finish gets worse, right? Down to like 10 tickets or so. Now, apparently, there were 24,000 ticket requests by NCAA teams. Now, quick number crunch. There are only 16,000 seats in this venue. Now you say, well, that's not very many, but that's about what it is. Now, Quicken Loans was like 19,000 for the finals, but it's in that 16, 17, 18 range every year. Maybe Pittsburgh's a little smaller, whatever. It's reasonably sized. Doesn't matter. 24,000 was never going to happen, right? Because that's literally a stadium and a half of what is possible. So there were going to be some very disappointed NCAA coaches just inherently, right? Because it's impossible. You requested something that's unrequestable. They can't fulfill that request.
Back up a second. I don't know how this works.
There's more to it.
I don't know how this works. What I do know is that the request mathematically cannot happen. But you say, I was under the same understanding as you. Penn State wins a national title, they get considerably more than somebody that took 25th, right? But if they get an allotment, then why are they requesting more than they? Does the NCAA just say, here, this is what you get? Or
the allotment is a minimum.
You can request? I don't know how that works.
The allotment is a minimum. So, like, every team is guaranteed 10 tickets.
Okay.
Basically, in the sense of, even if you sucked the year before and somehow make miraculous turnaround where you qualify all 10 guys, you can have, one family member per wrestler. So, like, they guarantee everybody 10. But even the really, really bad teams usually get 30, 40, 50, 60, 70-ish.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. What I'm curious is, what do the top 10 teams get year over year comparatively? But I don't. Coach Agam tweeted he wanted us to look at. I don't know what we can do or what we can say or what really the NCAA can do about the ticket situation. I may not be understanding it, but there's there's an increased demand for NCAA tickets, right? And
well, here's my thing. This is where it starts and stops with me. Is that these venues, they seat between 16 and 20,000, okay? And there's 77 programs. So you have 77 programs asking for a piece of the pie. That doesn't go very far.
Right. And there do need to be some tickets available for the general public to purchase.
Yeah. How about, and then after you get done giving these tickets to certain universities, how about you let people go? How about normal people can just buy them?
Right.
In my estimation, I don't even care if they get any. I mean, maybe 10, something. I don't know.
Well, I like the teams sit together and all the fans are together, and you have the Iowa section, the Penn State section. That to me is important.
Sure, maybe they find a solution to that, but why aren't they just all on sale?
So what I gathered yesterday is the teams. So first of all, they got the tickets later than they, like 4 to 5 days later than they anticipated, which, considering that it's now middle of January, NCAAs are 2 months away, every day kind of gets more consequential. The second thing is they didn't like the initial way the email was, the initial email communication back in October, when teams were first able to start making requests. And then the third thing is that some teams and coaches made unreasonable requests based on their finish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll learn more. Maybe the NCAA did mess up here in some way, but I don't know. The tickets are going to be in high demand for NCAA wrestling. It's the best show in wrestling.
First things first, apparently they said that the seating capacity would be around 18,000, and now it's 16,000 based upon configurations. And so they lost, I don't know, around 2,000 seats. So that could have hurt or caused the situation or played into the situation. But ultimately, look, they're never going to get as many tickets as they want, right? I mean, they put in for 24,000.
A year ago, Nomad looked it up. They requested 14,000.
Oh yeah, so this is an article from 1 year ago.
For a larger arena.
In when they're talking about Cleveland, the NCAA routinely gets 14 to 15,000 ticket requests. This year, there was supposedly 24,000.
Well, I tell you what, next year could be very pivotal. It's going to Minnesota. It's in a football stadium. I don't know. Theoretically, they could start selling tickets now and sell 80,000 tickets or make 80,000 tickets available. I don't know how many they'll make available, but what if they sell 50,000 tickets? That changes everything, right? If you can sell 50,000 tickets to wrestling, and even if it's 35, does NCAA wrestling now go from hockey rinks to dome football stadiums? Do you go to Dallas Cowboys Stadium? Do you go to Atlanta's indoor dome? So people complaining about not enough tickets, and there has been demand, right? When's the last time it didn't sell out?
Right. And maybe could it be, I don't know if this is what's happening, but the NCAA probably sells the tickets at cost to the institutions.
Yeah.
But the more the more ones that are publicly available, they can charge a premium for them and make a lot more money on them.
Of course.
Which that would be kind of smart.
Of course. So coaches complaining about, we didn't get a lot of tickets. You can also turn around and say, hey, NCAA, we're doing great things. Well, yeah, we're doing great things, but we can't even sell the place because you want freebies.
Not freebies, but stuff that maybe they're not getting the profit off of.
Yeah, it's certainly not being maximized.
Right. Definitely not. So it's interesting. I think it's a good signal of, there's just growing and growing. Every year we're seeing it on FloWrestling. Just tremendous growth and interest in the sport, and it's not surprising to see it around NCAA wrestling.
So now go to the gosh darn conference championships too, people.
Yeah,
and dual
stupid.
meets.
Yeah, you're kind of
Shut up.
Yeah, you're playing yourself. What, Willie? No, Willie doesn't want you to go those.
Please don't go.
Yeah.
No, it's
Cool.
it's absolutely not that I don't want you to go. I want you to go. Well, the problem is, do you realize people are going to go to this? They're going to go to the state tournament. They're going to go. They have conference championships and they have the Ncaa championships. And a while ago they had national duels. And you were asking people to go to them. Yeah, I mean, heck yeah, I can travel to every event for a month straight. It's not going to happen. Let them go to Ncaa championships. It's the best freaking sporting event on earth.
Well, but so if you can't go to NCAA's, then try to go to conference championships.
Well, sure.
Right?
Sure. Right?
Like, if you can make 2 home duels a year, make it 3. Like, if you really haven't a vested interest in the sport.
I get it. I'm not saying don't go. I'm
Yeah.
saying it's asking a lot. It's asking a lot.
Okay, cool. We don't want to ask
And
too
everybody
much.
has the coin to buy Rutgers season tickets, man.
Yeah,
He didn't just buy Rutgers. He bought every
He bought
team
'em all.
that offers season tickets.
yeah.
Now, what'd you do with them? Did you sell them or did you?
He goes to all the matches.
How do you think I get into these events?
You didn't
He
get
has
a
not
Rutgers?
missed a home match for any of these teams either. That's how
Oh, he did.
dedicated he is.
He wasn't at Oklahoma State, Rutgers.
Yes, he was.
That's all lies.
He was there. Just because you didn't see him. There were a lot of people that were there you probably didn't see.
There was 8,000 people there. Well, you think you could pick me out in the crowd?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys talking about here? Division I match? They want to go in different order?
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that? Because I think it's interesting.
Go ahead.
Okay, so D1 coach emailed me
Sounds
yesterday.
fine.
Well, it's something we talk about a lot. Like, why do we just go 125 to 285? It's dumb, right? Well, here's a coach that is trying to literally make change happen. Went to the NCAA Rules Committee, went to Chuck Barbie, and basically, so what they're going to do is the 2 coaches are going to meet prior to weigh-ins, and they're going to flip a coin, and so they get a first choice, and it's like, okay, we start here, and they kind of alternate and decide the order, and then they have to report back to the NCAA Rules Committee and Chuck Barbie and all those guys. So,
Can we? Who is it? What duel?
well, so the thing that everybody's going to poo-poo here is because it's Citadel and Gardner Webb, which 2 teams that combined for 0 points last year at the NCAA championships. So I don't know how much is going to make an impact right now in terms of their viewership or in terms of increased attendance for that, but it is an experiment, and it's a good thing in my opinion, and it's coaching staffs who are aware of kind of where they are in the pecking order and like, okay, well, how do we
who
get?
cares?
Huh?
Who? The thing is, who cares, right? Put it in a cool order. Nobody bumps up anymore. It's not like, hey, I'm not sure I'm going to.
Well, but they're trying to. But I'm saying they're trying to make it a more palatable match order, like to end on the best matches. You know, the 2 or 3 best matches.
I know. What I'm saying is, that's cool. That's great. It's not like you can go 165, 133, 184. You can do that because it's not like high school where it's a big duel. I might bump this guy up.
Right.
College don't do that.
Yeah, it's interesting. So when I said that they needed to start at 41 for Fix Soriano, or to end on Fix Soriano, people were like, "I love how you just want to do that and not even consider what's best for the teams." It's like, best for the teams. The same guys are going to wrestle just in a slightly different order. This is not even as kind of out there as this is, where you're just completely jumbling it up. It's like, nothing's impact. They're wrestling the same guys. Like, what does it matter if you start at 25 and then you're 57 pounder? What different decisions are you going to make? Is your guy going to be wrestling harder or less hard based on the team score? It logically just doesn't map to anything that makes sense to me. So I wish. I think I should be appointed the match order determiner for all NCAA duels.
Who said
They
that?
already requested that.
Social
so I don't know
media
if you're
said
able to-
I outrank him in terms of
Spade called
order.
dibs, man. It's
No.
his.
I've been asking for this before Spay even worked here.
You didn't put it on Twitter though. He did. It's done.
It's too late, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's review last week's pick'ems and get into this week's pick'ems.
Okay, so
Huh?
I won again 2-2, which is pretty awesome to keep the momentum going. So Willie was right about pitch Glory. I had Glory, he had pitch. I was right about Kolodzik covering against G. We both had Chenzo, so I got that one. Willie didn't. Dayton, Soriano. Willie had Dayton. I had Soriano. If you can feel good about that one, Willie. Sure.
Hey, I'll take it. You just tried to take a match that didn't happen.
And then G Ashnault. I had G covering plus 4.5. Willie did not believe in G. And so we tied 2-2. So I won.
That was a good match.
It's a really good match.
Okay, 2-2. Nothing to take away from it. This week, my friend, there's a couple really good duels. You and I.
You tweeted out something crazy.
What?
Soriano minus 6.5.
Well, it's listed at 5.5.
What?
Wait, so it went to 6.5 from 5.5?
Oh, it went down. So people are agreeing with me that 6.5 was crazy.
No.
See,
I just tweeted that it was 6.5. It wasn't up at 6.5.
I know. That's what you tweeted. That was the number you came up with, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what a number I came up with.
Yeah, I think that's a silly number.
Okay.
And I dare you to take Soriano minus 5.5 in Willie Pick'ems.
Oh, I will. That's gonna happen.
Okay, good. I got DeSanto covering. Isn't this in Carver Hawkeye Arena?
Yes.
Yeah.
DeSanto's gonna cover. I believe that.
Do you think DeSanto's thinking about the point spread?
So you think? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, of course not. Of course he's not. So you
Right.
anticipate?
We'll get to that in a second. Let's go through them. You and I. Missouri has great great matchups. Iowa, Rutgers, and Nebraska, Penn State.
Don't ever put dual ones in here. Like you have to do a whole.
Why not?
Don't
Because
talk about it.
it's not. It's very difficult. I don't know the Connor Brown.
So you want to do it
versus-
because it's difficult? Because it's
No,
hard?
No, because
it's so hard.
No,
just
shut
do
up.
it.
It's
Just do it.
hard.
Christian,
it's bad radio.
the simple answer is take it out. I just put all of them in there. You dork.
No, I'm just saying.
You guys should do it.
No, it's.
I agree. But he doesn't have to make a thing of it. Albert Ironman. Albert getting 4.
Albert getting 4. I got Albert. That's easy. Albert covers, but he could get pinned.
I think the last time they wrestled, Ironman beat him by 6 for what it's worth. I don't know what it's worth. It feels like Albert's better now than he was then, a different version of him.
Let's look at. I'm curious for.
Kyle, what do you got? Albert plus 4?
No.
You got Ironman?
Yeah.
No, what do you got?
Yeah, I got Ironman.
So this year he was 12-10 over Carr, 5-2 over Carr, 3-2 over Kanan Storr. He's pinned a lot of guys that aren't really on his level. He did tech Luke Karam. Leighton Limix, and he had a 3-1 loss to Yanni. I feel pretty good about Albert covering here.
I'll take Ironman just to go against you.
Okay, so +1. Okay, next up.
Taylor Lujan, Daniel Lewis. Taylor Lujan getting 4.
This is tough.
I know.
I think I'm taking the points. Give me Lujan. I feel good about that.
I kind of like it too. You know, when I first saw 4, I'm like, that's ridiculous. Lujan's looking good, but
Lujan gives points up.
I know. The last time they wrestled was 13-10.
Well, no,
Fake news.
he got pinned
He was
last time.
pinfalled in the first period.
Okay. Well, one of them was 13-10.
13-10 and an immediate pin slay this year.
I will go Lujan as well.
Give me Daniel Lewis.
Yeah, that's probably smart money. I'm sticking with Lujan, though. I think he covers here. Where's this duel?
In Missouri.
MIZ.
ZOU. Okay. All right, I'll stick with him.
All right, so this is the juiciest one, right? Nick
Juicy
Soriano, Austin DeSanto. Christian is saying 5.5 is way too high. What? You think it's going to be a 5-2 match? Something like that?
Yeah, very, very, very potentially. I mean,
it could. It very well could.
He did annihilate Mickey Philippi this year, but I don't know.
This is the way I see it. I see Austin attacking, and I see Soriano countering. And then I see Austin attacking, and then I see Soriano countering. And then it's a 5-2 match in the third. And what is Austin? Austin can't sit back and hang out. Then he has to attack again, and then Soriano will counter again. It's going to be like 10-4.
It is actually.
Austin's not going to just listen. Austin's not going to have a. Austin's not going to be down 5-2 and be like, dude, the spread.
I know that, but I don't know. I think we give. I think Austin can get a little more credit. It's so tough. And you know what? Here's the other thing. Ethan Lezak wins are the most misleading thing to use as evidence for the future. Yeah. It's just you very rarely know what exactly it means to beat Ethan Lezak on a given day. Some days it means some more than others, right? I'm inclined to give credit to DeSanto.
Sure.
And say, no, he wrestled really, really well against a guy that, on paper, he does not match up well with at all. Now, there's no one. I mean, Soriano's skill set is so different. I am now, Willie, much more thinking that the spread is fair. Actually, I will still take DeSanto to cover, but the reason for the spread and your rationale and your pick, I will no longer poo-poo it like I did 4 minutes ago because you convinced me.
CP betting on all underdogs so far.
I know. I love the points.
Plus a sneaky riding time point. I mean, I think it could.
Yeah, it's possible.
I think it's close. I think it's close to that. All right, now this one I think might be a little bit too much.
This is not. No, I think this is a worse line than the other one. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. Mm-hmm. Ashnault minus 4.5. Lugo, is that?
That's not bad. Enough. That's not enough points.
That's not enough?
No, I think it's a horrible matchup for Lugo. I could see him getting destroyed here.
So
I got Ashnault covering 4.5.
I'll go Lugo. I think man.
I think here's it. I said that about Ethan Lezak. I think we're gonna get a little overreaction for Tommy Thornwin here. I think that's what this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ashnault too.
Oh, boo!
What? I don't think that I didn't like what I don't like Lugo's finishes right now. He's not finishing right now.
I can't believe it's.
What?
I need to stop convincing you about why my picks are right.
It's almost like you guys should have to submit them before the show starts.
Yeah, that would be.
And then discuss them on air.
I'm not opposed to that now. I mean, I kind of think it makes for bad. Could be bad radio. It's the whole segment. So, I mean, at that point, just post our picks. We don't even get to talk about it. But Willie's gonna change his picks. It's just
I'm taking Ashnault. We both got Ashnault.
Mm.
I didn't change it because what you said.
You were about to say that it wasn't enough points or there was too many points, and then you went the other way.
I mean, 4.5 sounds a lot to. It just jumps off the page at you, Patrick Lugo. But Ashnault's putting up a lot of points, man. I mean, his win differential's big.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So that's we got Sean Russell, Sebastian Rivera. Russell +4 against Rivera. Interesting. I'll take Sean. Give me the points.
I'll take Rivera just because you don't.
You think? Russell's
wrestling so good right now.
He really is. He really is. But yeah, no. I'm loving the dogs.
That match could be really super boring. I still didn't go back and watch Spencer Russell. Did we talk about it on the show?
Well, we did, but you were trying to rush me to get to DeSanto Lezak the whole time. So you didn't really talk about it much. Do you want to talk about it now?
Well, I didn't watch it. But what were your thoughts? I mean, 4-0, the way I heard, did Spencer really have a takedown, or was it like a...
He did have a takedown.
And he got hit for stalling in the third, though?
Yes, I think so.
Nobody said anything about that before. That's interesting.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it Tuesday. He didn't. Well, I mean, it was the guy he texted a year ago.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing Redley and Bergenhoff? And why was there no line on Ncaa White?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a way better. That's an awesome match. That one should be there.
I also bet there'd be way more action on a Ncaa White. I was rewatching their matches.
All right,
Man,
so let's do it right now just for fun. What would the line?
Probably Chinzo minus 1.5.
yes.
That's right. Yep. And who would you take?
I will take Chinzo. Even though I
And who
know
would you-
that White. I mean, here's the thing. We should probably do a. I kind of thought Penn State, Nebraska was in 2 weeks, but it's like Sunday.
Whiteboard war. You guys get together, do a whiteboard war.
We should.
But-
It's gonna be a really good duel. I think we should do like an actual like discussion here right now. But we can take these. We can do these pick'ems, or we can go line by line, start at 25, and work our way. Just talk about the matches, not so much the point spreads. Right?
All right. Well, real quick, is Lee beating Red? By,
Hold on, Willie. Who you got in Ncaa White?
That's the thing. The line would be 1.5, and everybody would take Chenzo.
Are you taking Ncaa?
Yeah,
Okay,
everybody on
very
Earth
good.
should. The line should be 1.5, and everybody should take Chenzo.
Hopefully the match happens. Now, all right, 125. Penn State wrestles Nebraska. This is an awesome duel.
Yeah.
Nebraska's outgunned, but there's so many really interesting matches, okay? So 25, maybe not interesting because they've been continuing to wrestle Schnupp, but there's always the possibility that maybe we see Gavin. We probably won't know if that's going to happen until he
I'll
slaps.
tell you, we see Gavin.
You think so?
I have no idea, but I hope.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think everyone hopes for that. I don't think anyone else is like, no, I don't want to watch Gavin Teasdale wrestle. I want to see
Well,
where he's at.
listen, I love Zeke Moisey. Zeke Moisey's my guy, right? But he's been looking not good. Even like in his body language, he doesn't look very enthusiastic. He kind of gasses. I don't know if he's gassing a little bit, but he's not. Doesn't look to be fighting as hard. Long story short,
Gavin got a shot.
if you're gonna debut Gavin against somebody in a Big Ten duel, why not this one?
No, I agree. I think it's a good opening test. I think it's an interesting matchup, really. I mean, you never know what Gavin you're gonna get, but I think it'll be a good match. So hopefully we see it. All right, we all know if Moisey wrestles Schnupp, we all got Moisey, right? If it's Gavin, Zeke, who are you picking, Willie?
Dude, I don't know.
I got Gavin. I got Gavin.
I probably would too. At this point, Zeke could lose to anybody on the Zeke could lose to Schnupp.
No. Come on.
I mean, that's a little bit hyperbole, but Zeke hasn't looked good. I ain't counting on Zeke to do anything until postseason.
I think that's what he's counting on too.
I know.
He better.
So, yes, I would take Gavin.
What do you think the qualifying situation is going to be at 25? Allotments for Big Ten. I mean,
For Big Ten?
he's going to have to. I mean, he probably would earn an at-large. He's been in the streets more or less.
Hold, please.
We're getting told to hold here on the line.
Who would earn an at-large? Zeke
Yeah.
or Schnupp?
No, not Schnupp. Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke will get one.
Yeah, I'm just saying he can't just.
He's 7-5 on the year.
It hasn't been great. He's kind of got smashed a couple times. He got pinned by Rivera, 8-2 to Foz, 10-3 to Fleetwood, lost a tight one to Matten.
Every loss, though, is to a ranked wrestler.
Yeah, he's probably all right. He beat Tyshawn White.
I have 11 guys from Big Ten
He's
qualifying
Schroeder.
right now.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Zeke is higher than 10. Like, meaning I predict him being auto qualifier.
Yeah, so he'll qualify. And they get.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing with the Big. I don't know if this is true, and maybe this is not the time to talk about it. But like with the Big Ten getting so many spots, it is the toughest, and they are earned. And I don't think they should be punished for it. But it makes qualifying in a way. Does it make it easier? I don't know because
There was a point at the beginning of the year, like when I first was throwing around bracketology, I was like, they're going to qualify every single 141. Like, you show up to Big Tens, and they're just all going to qualify. And again, it's earned based on, because, like, if you look at out-of-conference record and placement at CKLV, Midlands, and Scuffle, like, it's earned.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah.
So I have no issue with it. I have no issue with them having all because they are 100% earned. Never someone earns an auto qualifier and I'm like, what? Except, well, one time, wasn't Jesse Thielke like 5 and 7? Or did he?
Yeah.
He placed high enough.
He placed.
Yeah.
So he stole a bid.
Yeah, he stole a bid.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
He didn't.
Yes, he did.
He had
he
had 5 wins on the whole year.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
he's-
placed.
After Big
He
Ten.
stole a bid, Willie. They took like
placed the Big
9 at the
Tens.
weight class, and he got like 8th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Correct
and then
that.
the next year, did he not qualify?
I think the next year.
He took the Olympic red shirt, and then he just didn't
But-
come back.
Yeah.
Something happened with
Here's the situation.
Thielke not making it, I thought. I could be wrong.
Here's the situation. What Nomad's saying is that, and you're all saying, they earned it, right? They earned it throughout the year. They are one of the 33 best, enough to get a qualifier. But I don't like it. If you take 11th in your conference tournament, get out. Go home.
No. See, I
Yeah.
completely. What did?
So hold on, Willie. So
Remember
if
that time
if-
Adam Kuhn went 1 and 2 at Big Tens.
Yeah.
hold on, Willie. So if
Beating Nelson, that's a horrible take, Willie.
let's say
Walk it
you're
back right
11th.
now.
Let's say you're 11th
Oh.
in the Big Ten, because there's a very realistic chance this could happen. Let's say you're 11th in the Big Ten, and you have wins over the auto qualifier EWL champ, the auto qualifier SoCon champ, a 2 or 3 in the MAC, 2 or 3 in the EIWA, and they all qualify. You don't think you should qualify?
I don't. Then the conference tournaments don't mean much.
They mean plenty.
The only thing they mean is like for you to possibly get in, not for you to get out.
I mean, there are guys that don't qualify
Because of bad performances. Like,
Yeah.
they're on the bubble.
and they don't get in.
Yeah.
All right,
just
let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
I can't reconcile that take, Willie. All right, 33. Tucker M. Night Shyamalan versus Roman Bravo Young.
How can you
Or
not?
Javon Parrish?
You could poop the bed at your conferences and still go. It's stupid. Anyway,
Well, it's nice to be. Well, but think about it. Think about what you're saying, Willie. You poop the bed because you're at Big Tens. It's like, I mean, you know who pooped the bed at Max last year? Kyle Cannell.
yeah.
And then he got 3rd. And thankfully, one bad weekend doesn't preclude you, doesn't negate. You want to talk about giving the regular season some value? You can't
True.
say it all comes down to conferences. Then the regular season doesn't mean anything.
That's like saying your exam is 100% of your score for an entire class.
Yeah, I need points for attendance.
Yeah.
Or I'm screwed.
And homework.
Homework.
Just doing it.
Just turning in your
Yeah.
homework.
Then what is conference really for? Just for seating at the top?
It's a large portion. It's seating. It's
Yeah.
earning your spot. It does a ton of things. Will I have to explain to you why conferences are important?
Yeah,
This
apparently.
is a strange take.
This is
This is a very strange take, Will.
in an ocean of odd takes. This is up there.
I hate every year, and every year it's the Big Ten. I hate when somebody takes 9th and goes.
You know what I hate? Because you know what I hate, Willie? Because you're in a conference and you won a conference weight, no matter who is in it, you get to go because you won a conference weight that could have absolutely nobody of Division One relevance.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay. No, I'm okay
Because
with
here's
it.
the thing, like you get the because
you're
this
a
year they seed
conference
everybody. You get the
champ, you
33
should go.
33 seed.
What does it mean to be a conference champ if you?
That's like, okay, that's the same thing with the football playoffs. You know, there's times when Alabama doesn't win their division. They don't win the SEC West, but they're in the freaking title game.
Is
Win
that a
your
problem?
conference.
Also,
Yeah, it is a problem. to me.
also,
Bama being
Take
in
it
the
up with the playoff committee.
I'll say this: there's only like looking at these. There's only like 1 or 2 weight. I'm talking like across all the conferences, where a conference has a weight that is where you're just like, okay, this is like the winner of this weight may actually have a losing record and like
Shouldn't
be
be
40 the 45th best guy. But that's so there's 8. So out of 80 conference champions, there'll be 2 guys that'll be like, you probably shouldn't be in.
Okay, yeah, maybe it doesn't happen that much, but I think that is worse. And I'm fine with every conference champion going, but I'm just saying if you're talking about a guy that's has 10 ranked wins and then has a bad Big Tens, he should be out. But the dude that won, not to throw any conferences under the bus, you know the conferences.
I'm not saying he should be out.
No, it is. That's verbatim what you did say.
No, that's not what I said.
You said if you get 11th, you should be out. Don't go to NCAAs. That's what you said.
There are some circumstances where I don't think it should be carved in stone. Like they have the allotments come out beforehand. I mean,
Willie, that we tried that and it was terrible, and so they changed it.
Yes.
Like the NCAA selection process right now, literally could not be better. I mean, that's not true. It could be better, but like it's never been better.
It's really close. Bottom line, Willie. Here's what you want. Here's what you want, Willie. You want the 33 best dudes. It gets freaking darn close. I mean, we're arguing about Noah Boffman.
No, I know. It's, the selection in and of itself, it just doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me when Alabama doesn't even go to their national Alabama doesn't even go to their conference title game, but plays in the national title game. It bothers me when guys take 9th and still end up like the 6th seed at NCAAs. It bothers me that somebody in the SoCon conference makes the SoCon finals, but he's out, and the guy that took 9th in the Big Ten is in. And I know it's based on the body of work from the season. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Wow. I hate when Kyle Dake loses in the IWA finals and wins NCAAs.
Yeah,
that sucks.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. So Willie wants all SoCon finalists in because they made the finals, and some guys.
And I want Dake out.
9th at Big Tens.
According to no man.
Okay, so we got through 25. Hopefully we can get to 33 without Bama coming up again. So Tucker M. Night Shyamalan
or
Javon Parrish versus Roman Bravo Young. Feeling pretty good about RBY here. Next topic.
Yeah, probably 4 points.
Probably a major decision here. Anyone taking a decision or, dare I say, a tech?
No, but
I shortened it. It's faster.
I would like to shout out Lemon Pie for some awesome numbers. And apparently RBY is averaging a takedown every 48 seconds he wrestles in neutral this year, which is pretty impressive, even given maybe the quality of competition he's wrestling.
Yeah. Thanks, Lemon Pie. Great stat.
Thank you, Lemon.
Okay, so do we all have Roman by a major?
Big number.
Yeah.
Total groupthink here?
Big number.
Nice. Level of groupthink. All right, 41. This is the best state final I've ever seen. And it's Nick Lee versus Chad Red. And Nick Lee is wrestling better than Chad Red right now, although Lee is coming off a loss.
Yep.
And last time they wrestled, even though it was like 2015 or 16 or something, Chad Red did win, although Nick Lee was wrestling him really well, and then he got counter-cradled, I believe. So, yeah, this match is happening. I'm excited for it. I'm always kind of like, I think Red will get it together, but I'm not going to pick that. I got Nick Lee here.
Chad Red's not ranked. Nick Lee just lost to a guy who is ranked below him. And I put out all these ranked matchups. Chenzo White, Venz Rashid, Berger Nolf, and everybody's like, yeah, Chad Red, Nick Lee. Like, that's how awesome that match was.
Yeah.
So, Chad Red can win, but I'm going Nick Lee.
I thought he went, watching his match against Albert, against Nebraska, I was like, that's not good. Because he was down like, I think 5-3 in the third. And he went for a mixer, which obviously is a good move that he has. I mean, it's how he pinned Dean Howe. I was like, man, you just need a takedown.
But that's a good point. It was 5-3, and it wasn't even like a good mixer. It was like a YOLO mixer that had no chance of working.
If there's 10 seconds left, that's YOLO mixer time. But it's like, man, I want to. To me, and that could be way looking into it, but to me, that was like, I'm not confident I can get the legs, and that's going to be problematic. Now, here's the thing. Red is an amazing, amazing counter wrestler. He's got some amazing defense. That's how he beat Lee last time. That's how he wins some matches, and that's how we would just watch Nick Lee lose. He got countered. He got engaged in all these scrambles, and he wasn't quite up to snuff in the finishing department against Moran. So for that reason, I think that keeps this one tight, and I think it's a decision for Nick Lee.
Now, if Chad Red wins, will he run up to the stands and hit them folks in front of the Penn State fans?
That was pretty legit, but I do not think he should or will do that.
No, he should.
No, you should.
CJ, I'm not telling you what to do.
Live your life.
Live your life.
So Nick Lee.
I think Red needs to start dancing again. Post who's number one was sick after he won states.
He has been a little not dancy lately.
When he pinned Dean Heil, he went nuts.
He did go nuts.
Yeah, I'm talking this season though.
I know.
Yeah.
We want him back to.
That's the variable.
Chad Red.
That's
He
why.
wants CJ.
We're strawberry saucing. All points bulletin for strawberry saucing.
What's his name right now? It's like whatever color I'm wearing, red.
Yeah.
Whatever color I'm wearing, red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah.
He used to go on these retweeting sprees, Chad Red. Just gold, just fire.
Right now, his name is Sensational.
That's a good sign. You know, I'm giving him more of a shot now here against Nick Lee. Sensational. If he went back to strawberry saucing,
I like strawberry sauce.
I'm a big fan. Okay, so that's Red Lee 149. Colin Puritan versus Brady Berge. This is not one to talk about very much. I'll take Berge. Puritan is solid, but
is there a chance we see Verclearen just to give Berge
respite?
To not have him weigh in.
I don't think so. Is it?
No, you don't give him.
Keep him making weight.
Keep him down.
Keep him down.
That's
It's a fair question. They've got Vercleese.
Decision, Berge, and then the big one, I guess.
The one of the big ones.
It is 1 versus 2.
It is 1 versus 2, and we're
Like it has to be a big one.
Yeah.
However, I've got Nolf by major here over Tyler Berger, the number 2 guy in the country.
Yeah, the last 2 times I wrestled have been exactly 8 points. I think Nolf wins by 8 to 10, 11 points. I'll go Nolf major too. The problem is,
I'll say decision actually.
I think Berger is really, he beat Hidley. He's wrestling as focused as I've ever seen him. Hungry. It's just, how do you finish on Nolf? He hasn't been able to finish on Nolf.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You can finish on Nolf, but it's just like keeping up with him. I know Berger hasn't cracked that code yet, but I do think it's a decision now. They were 8-point majors when I don't think Berger was wrestling quite as well as he is right now. So maybe I'll give a little credit there. Maybe it's 7, but I don't know. Nolf may not be satiated till he's up 8.
The history of this matchup: Berger being real close to Flow finals. Nolf got 4 or 5 takedowns in what was then Dapper Day and now Pittsburgh Wrestling Classic, and then Tech major in college. So Nolf has widened the gap.
Got it. Okay.
White
Chenzo. Now, if you recall, NCAAs, this was by far Chenzo's toughest match. This went into either sudden victory or tiebreak.
It was a double sudden victory.
Double sudden victory takedown.
That's what we're going to call it from now on.
Yeah.
Double sudden victory.
Double sudden victory.
Mm-hmm.
Did I call it that?
No, I said that.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, whose man's?
I was going to say double overtime.
You
I was
said-
like, it's technically sudden victory.
Dude,
Got it.
let's check
Will
the
it-
tape.
We'll roll it back. You know what? Rewind the show. Okay.
Who's man?
Whose man's is it? It's a good matchup. White, for whatever reason, matches up really well against Vincenzo Joseph. However,
He beat him up real good. Now, this was 2014.
Fargo.
But I went back and watched it, and I was like,
Tulsa Nationals, I think it was.
yeah. And then they met in the Ironman finals, and Isaiah won in overtime.
okay, and then Cadet Greco trials. Can't forget those. So, I just think
Did you see that Chenzo was making fun of his Cadet Greco or something? Go look at this thing. He's making fun of. Did he win a Cadet Greco title?
Probably.
I don't remember. He lists really random accomplishments in his Instagram bio, like 2-time Keystone Classic champion, like nothing about his NCAAs or like his Big Ten placings when he hasn't won. He seems like a really funny kid. Okay, so we all have Chenzo by decision. No one
You
gonna
gotta
be
go
man enough.
that way.
Yeah. Oh, Nomad's thinking about it, boys.
I don't like that's in rec hall for Isaiah.
Yeah. I don't know how many. There aren't many upsets there, although there were 2
So
a week ago.
So far, we just have a Zeke win, right? We have no other Nebraska wins.
That's Penn State.
That sounds about
this
right.
year.
They
Yeah, I'm
lose, Yeah.
I'm not saying it's surprising. I'm saying, you know.
All right. Mark
Take them
Hall,
to it.
I'm excited for this one, even though I just really like Labriola a lot, but Mark Hall's going to be big problems here.
Well, it's also like, so you look at the 174 rankings. It's almost exclusively juniors. So theoretically, Labriola could have 2 years of.
Yes,
being-
but Michael Kemmerer.
Well, he's only got 1.
He's
year
also
left.
a junior.
What, he gets
Literally,
a
like the whole
Well,
top
he should,
10
he
is
should, I guess he
juniors
should
at
have 2 years
174.
left. Amin's
Yeah.
a junior?
Yeah.
Okay. But that doesn't really matter for this.
Anyway,
we're talking about this match.
Labriola could have a run later, so it's kind of like, okay, where's he at now? Like,
So
stack up against the
Lujan
number one
kind
guy.
of owned that match, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
more or less.
I missed half of it because I was watching the Uneven Bars.
Yeah, yeah, McKenzie really got it together there. Great fight. Yeah, I've got Hall by like 5 or 6. He might
Yeah.
ride him.
Yeah. Mikey's going to do a lot of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Mark's going to do a lot of countering.
Sprawling.
Sprawling. Now he knows how to sprawl.
He learned that sprawl this summer.
Here's a good one. The next one's great, isn't it?
This is it. We need this match so badly
This
because
is the one that can. Shakur will be ranked different off this, or maybe the same,
Or the
and
same.
everybody will shut up.
they'll have to shut up. Now, what I did not realize, which I think is so interesting, I didn't realize till this week that everyone else has him ranked like 2nd or 3rd. I don't know how you can justify that, but everyone else has. There's other, there's some terrible rankers, and there's some
It's 'cause
others.
he's undefeated.
There's some other organizations. Well, congrats on undefeated
I know.
Central Florida.
I'm just saying that's 100% what it is.
Yeah, I mean, great.
How about this? So these two have combined for 27 wins. Every one of their wins, they've scored points from top. So similar to what Willie was saying last week with Pitch Glory, winner gets a turn. Potentially.
Who gets the turn? All right. Well, who are we gonna pick? I've got Shakur,
I got Shaq.
Shaktosis, Daniel Roy.
Give me Invincible.
Benz.
Ooh. The boys are split. Okay, interesting. All right.
You know what? Real quick, guys, Penn State, you're making me. I like Shakur a lot. Like, now that I've talked to him a little bit, I really like him. But you're making me not like him because you're jerks about his ranking. So
Yeah.
shut up.
You are easily influenced that way. Don't not like Shakur because the Penn State fans are.
Well, it's not I don't
obsessed.
like Shakur, but it's like, sometimes you're like, can people shut up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you shut up?
Yeah.
John Smith said
But
it.
Shakur, you're awesome. Your fans.
Bo's gonna win. He's gonna beat Eric Schultz, and then undefeated David
Undefeated.
Jensen.
So there's a lot of Hodge contenders in this duel. You've got Nolf, you've got Nickel, you've got even Mark Hall, and you've got undefeated David Jensen. The guy doesn't even know what it means to lose, and he is a Hodge contender until he loses. Frankly,
That's right.
He's more of a Hodge contender than Kassar right now.
he is actually more of a Hodge contender than Zahid Valencia.
Accurate.
Spencer Lee.
Spencer Lee. I'm sorry. And next week's, if he beats Kassar, he's going to be in the pound
If
for
he beats
pound.
Kassar,
He's pound for pound.
No, he
Well,
is
no,
a
but,
real
like, what was he-
problem.
he's
He
gotta
got
be top
this
5 if he
goofy
beats
way
Kassar,
about
right?
him on top. He's like a pain in the butt on top. He scrambles around a little
He's
bit.
undefeated.
If he's undefeated and he beats Kassar, he's top 5.
Well, that's
I'll
ridiculous.
quit.
What do you want me to do?
I'll quit.
How could I not rank him top
God,
5?
quit.
I mean, Mason Paris is up in there. Man, look him up.
All right. So he has
I'm
such.
talking Hodge rankings.
Hodge rankings.
no, no,
I'm
no.
talking is the NCAA rankings.
Because you
I
guys
mean,
went
he's-
from Hodge rankings, and you're like, if he beats Kassar, he'll be top 5. I'm like, what?
He's beaten Conan Jennings and Corey Daniel.
Okay, I don't care about the weight
Stop.
class ranking.
And
Okay.
a lot
I
of
thought you were
non-D1 guys.
Hodge.
Okay. All right, so that's that. Anyone taking Kassar here, or are we just all Jensen? Who you got, Willie?
Dude, you say that Jensen can win that match. I'm telling you.
Hold on. So did you say Jensen's good on top? Because Kassar continues to choose bottom. Or not choose bottom,
Jensen
excuse me. Kassar continues
Jensen's
to not choose
very good
bottom.
on top. Jensen's very good on top.
it could be
But in like a
interesting.
goofy way. And like he ties you up and he like I don't know.
I'm gonna
Yes,
go.
he's good on top.
He's so much more athletic than.
Everyone,
Yeah, I don't know.
basically.
I think it's like a
This
six.
is Homer stuff from Willie.
Six. Yes, it is. This is.
It was the other Jensen that wrote out Kyle Snyder, right?
Yeah, that was Colin.
There's like 4 of them.
There's lots of Jensens.
A lot of Deegans apparently too.
Okay, so we've all got Kassar. Willie's got Jensen, but everyone else has Kassar.
No, I got Kassar, but I think Jensen can do it. Can we go to Q's with F's?
We got some Qs.
Why do you care?
Yeah, what do you care?
Oh,
You
stop.
despise these people.
No, I despise probably 70% of them, but I like the
Then you're
30%.
not. Then they're not. Yeah, this is right. We're not
Why?
doing this
Why
again.
can't I embrace the 30%? Great question.
We have once
You
again.
really can't figure this out?
We have a. Listen, Willie. It's time for you to be quiet. NFL Pro Bowler Casey Kreider asked some
The
questions.
official long snapper of FloWrestling Radio Live
He-
and
no,
the
he's
bootleg.
the official. He's the official football player.
It's funny. He
Yeah,
he
okay,
texted me
yeah.
yesterday. He's like, "Hey, I'm thinking about stopping by the Schultz. I'll see you there." And then a couple hours later, it's like, "Yeah, I can't come to Schultz. I gotta go to the Pro Bowl."
Classic. Classic.
Jerk.
That's
Too
kind
good
of
at
like.
his job.
He's got big time.
Yeah, Askren thinks he's big time because he has UFC fights and he can't wrestle in Midlands. Kreider topped you, Askren. He's got the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, so he asked who's to quote blame for the hands to the face rule. So I found an article that with Chuck Barbie and Andy Hamilton talking about the chances, and it sounds like it was those guys that said, "Hey, we need to do something here," because what they basically said. The rule said that like gouging of the eyes or whatever would be a point. So they basically took that language and said, well, actually, we're going to say anything hands over the eyes is going to be classified as gouging or poking of the eyes because it shouldn't require an injury for you to be penalized, which that logically does make sense. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. But,
I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of mad reading that article.
oh, snap. Okay, go.
I just like he it was clearly there was a lot of thought behind it, and they clearly reviewed a lot of tape, and they clearly went too far with the rule, or not with the they didn't make it a rule with the point of emphasis.
Okay.
I appreciate Chuck Barbie's willingness to talk about this. We probably could have got him on the show to talk about this. And I appreciate that they made a lot of film. In application, it is bad,
Yeah.
which is how you have, like, that's what you actually have to look at. And it's, I mean, look, they tried it. It's not working. And hopefully because I think it's a 2-year thing, right? And then they'll go back to normal, where it's just like, don't do that.
Yeah, but for this year, I think we're kind of stuck with it in this interpretation. Okay.
Shout out to Chuck Barbie, though, for actually going on record about it and not just being like, well, I'm going to hide behind it. Good on you, sir. Hope I could talk to you about it.
Good on you. Okay. We don't have too many questions from friends this week. Next one. Oh, what Americans can we expect to see at your Regan? No Snyder Live 3.
Nope.
Once again, Kyle Snyder going to come to your country, Sajalayev, and you are nowhere to be found. Hiding in the mountains of Dagestan, no doubt.
So, James Green
We think.
is, well, I mean, he said it. I mean, look, USA Wrestling usually doesn't like to put them out until they're, like, on the plane because, visa issues and people get hurt or whatever. But James Green,
Zane?
Snyder, potentially Zane, potentially Gilman,
Corey Clark, I think.
Isaiah Martinez. Yeah, we could see a couple Hawkeye Club guys.
Sammy Brooks.
Yeah, Sammy Brooks. Possibly Zane Richards, I heard. But it
How
sounds
about-
like
how
no Dake, no
about-
Taylor.
How about Gilman, Zane Richards, and Corey Clark all on the same trip together? Remember the Clark Richards was quite an interesting rivalry. One time Zane said he wasn't on his level, he should never lose to him, and they definitely
That was great.
that was all. Yeah, Zane, Mike and Holmes are going to Uregan, so we need to get. We should get some Zane Richards sound bites because that guy is he's interesting. I like listening to him talk.
Also, for what it's worth, so Zane with the Illini RTC, This is like his 4th or 5th time over in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I place some value in that he might be like, okay, I'm acclimated here now, and he might do a little better than people expect.
His body responds well to borscht.
Mm-hmm.
That cannot be discounted either. Okay, so it should be.
Yeah, go ahead. You talk. I'll find this question I wanted to ask.
Okay, you find it. Sort by mentions. Okay, next question. Wait, no, that's all the questions I have in here. That's it.
What the double Hodge thing. Can you talk about that?
Oh, double Hodge. So, is it a lot of people? I don't know. There's some clamor for I think Penn State fans want both of their guys to win the Hodge, Nolf and Nickel. And they're like, well, this is almost like the double entering Kassar and Shakur last year into NCAAs. They're looking for like reasons it could happen. They're scouring through the NCAA rulebook and they're looking through the previous Hodge winners. And they're like, in 2001,
there's precedent.
They gave 2. One to I don't even know.
Nick Ackerman.
Nick Ackerman. Well, that's the other one is the one I don't know. Ackerman.
Wasn't it Kale?
Yeah, it was Kale.
Kale. Okay.
Sorry, I thought you. Yeah.
So Ackerman was a double amputee. It was a very unique situation that they decided to do that, right? They don't do it. They don't have 2 Division I winners. One of those guys here, Penn State fans, one of those guys is going to have better bonus statistics. And that person, one of them will have better criteria, Hodge criteria. We will tell you which one it is when the season is over, and we'll tell you who we think should win the Hodge. Willie and I have Hodge votes, and we will cast them accordingly.
I tell you on a semi-weekly basis.
Yes. So one of them will win.
I don't even have a Hodge vote.
He doesn't even have one. He should. And you could probably get one. We can hook you up.
Hey, give my man a Hodge vote. Come on.
Hook him up. So one of them's going to win. I don't know who it will be.
Yeah, I'm not okay with circumstances where there isn't a double amputee involved of a tie for the Hodge.
Because even a single amputee, Anthony Robles did not win the Hodge Trophy.
Yeah. I don't.
Who won it that year?
Ness. No, not Ness.
Definitely not.
It's definitely not Ness.
He never won a title.
It was Burroughs.
It was Jordan Burroughs.
Daggone it, Jordan.
Give it to him.
Jordan should have won it that year, too. He was pretty much the right guy wins the Hodge every year except the Ringer Zane year, and that was really close.
Yes, but I think that's what some people are arguing about. They're going like this. They're going like, Ringer won it when Zane was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So in turn, Zane won it and prevented Nolf from getting it. So now Nolf has no Hodge, and maybe Bo earns it this year, but darn it, that would be a shame if Nolf never won it because it goes all the way back to Derringer.
There was never a year where Jason Nolf should have won the Hodge Trophy.
Correct.
Okay, maybe that's true.
It is true.
Wouldn't it be a shame if he never won it?
No. It's not a shame.
I mean, yeah, define shame.
It's like, it's a shame if the best guy doesn't win it. That's the only time it's a shame. It's like, yeah, maybe there was never a year he was the best college wrestler. Or maybe that will be true for Bo Nickel. I don't know who it's going to be true for. But for one of them...
Well, I don't know how you can say... I mean, you're getting down to really minute details, right? I mean, he might have been the number 2 guy by a percentage point for 3 years.
Well, his freshman year, he didn't win.
His freshman year, he didn't win. His sophomore year, Zane Rutherford had, I want to say the stat was he had 27 matches, and 24 of them he either teched or pinned.
Yeah, it wasn't close. Nolf was not close to that. And last year, he had an injury default loss. He didn't wrestle. He defaulted out of Big Ten.
Had some decisions.
He had multiple decision wins.
He's been one of the...
Yeah, one of, but he has never been the best. Not at any point.
So if you're one of the most dominant of all time, if you're number 2 for 3 years, I'm saying the sympathetic factor. That's what they're getting at.
Yeah, okay, I can sympathize, but I don't think it's a well, yeah, there are certain years where maybe he would have won and he won't win this year, but I'm only truly sympathetic when you're the best guy and you don't win. That's the only thing it is for me. Now, to me, he's his career accomplishments, I think, are, I don't know. I don't even know if I believe this. Maybe better than Nickel. Because, I mean, Nickel had lost his sophomore year to Miles Martin. If you're looking at the whole thing, and this could be the one of the criteria that I swing for Nolf, is overall career. He only lost to one guy, right?
Ever.
Who was also a legend.
Who was a quasi GOAT, right? 2-time champion, 4-time finalist. Guy lost like 2 matches his whole career, 3. So whereas Nickel, and this is where it gets down into, he lost to Nathan Jackson, and he lost to Miles Martin. He lost to Martin again. So I know that's not like much, but it happened. And they're both pretty comparable in the bonus department. So I would say career, if they both win out, which they definitely are, in my opinion, I think the career side you go with Nolf, right? But that doesn't mean he'll have the bonus numbers.
Well, what's your vote? What's your vote if Bo finishes with couple percentage points better in the bonus rate?
Mm-hmm.
What's your vote?
So if he's better in the bonus, it'll come down to sportsmanship and heart. Those are criteria, Willie.
This is what I'm saying. I would vote for both.
Did you say both?
I would not mind. I mean, I wouldn't vote for both. I would not mind seeing a dual winner.
I would.
I hate that.
Oh my gosh! You really think?
You could? Do you think Tua and Kyler should have shared the Heisman Trophy this year?
That is the most snowflake.
That's ridiculous. Somebody wins. Somebody wins.
Somebody has to win, man.
You can't.
Yeah, they both win it.
Oh my God!
No.
You have moved back to Easton, and you've become a snowflake.
Wow.
You come to Easton and see how you'll melt.
Right, cold.
You got me.
He gotcha.
Can we ask this one? What is the worst unsportsmanlike thing you've ever had done to you, and worst unsportsmanlike thing you've done? I find that interesting. In a match, obviously, wrestling match. You can include other sports. I don't care. He didn't specify. Well, he didn't say wrestling match, but I'm expanding it to all sports, just in case you got like punched in a soccer game or something.
Well, I don't know. Definitely done a lot of unsportsmanlike things to my brother Weston, but not like in competition. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've cheated. I'm not ready to say that definitively. I don't think I've cheated in a game. Oh, and I guess I don't really know.
I caught an overhand right to the head one time.
Punch or a club?
It was a punch. It was like the kid was taller than me, and he kind of punched like top of my head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What sport was this in?
This was in wrestling. So he had a long pinning streak, like in the teens, right? Like 18. And
so you just went out and tried not to get pinned.
No, I mean I tried to win. Like I knew, like
what was the spread?
If you lead,
I knew I was gonna lose.
If you lead the story with that means you're going out there trying not to get pinned.
No, like look, I mean I was trying to win. I knew I was gonna lose. Like he was state champion, he was national prep final, so he was way better than me. But like, you know what? I'm gonna wrestle, right? And he didn't even major me. And how it happened was, so he was really good with stack. He was really good with ball and chain. When he got the ball and chain, but then he let up. So I stood up and kind of like ran over to the edge and like did a front flip to like get out of it. And so he went out of bounds and like he had a ball and chain. So like I used like
front flip with a ball and chain. You are rolling the dice.
The guy had a ball and chain and you stood up. You ran around front.
It basically
did a front flip.
Can you imagine?
No, I stood up. I'm like going over to the edge. Like walking over to the edge and basically like used his arm to propel myself over, and then we went out of bounds.
Up and he still had a ball and chain.
Bold strategy.
And then when we came back, so then we went out of bounds. And we came back to the center. And he went.
Wait.
Popped me in the head.
He just punched himself in the head.
That was pretty hard. So wait, y'all were. It wasn't even during the match technically. It was like between whistles.
No, it was during the match. Like we went out like after I front flip, we went out of bounds, and then when we came back on the restart, instead of the club, you went pop.
So y'all were neutral. So he had a ball and chain. You did a
he did a
ball and chain out of it.
Front flipped out of it.
Wow.
So and land on my feet. We went out of bounds, and when we came back to the center, like that, we went out of bounds in that motion. We came back to the center. He swung on me, hit in the head.
He cracked him.
Yeah.
Did he get called for it?
Yeah, I got called for it. Absolutely.
Did you take a dive?
Nah.
Good.
I'm saying it just didn't happen.
100% happened.
Oh, it happened.
That whole story didn't happen.
100% happened. Every bit of it happened.
No, it did
Okay,
not.
Double Hodge.
You did not front flip out of a ball and chain.
I swear on my life I did.
Just wants to give two
And the
Penn
ref-
State
oh,
wrestlers
Penn State
two
Willie.
Hodges. You just want to give.
I
I
was in a ball and chain and I front flipped out, and then the ref gave me one. And then what happened? And then he punched me.
I get like 3 really cool move stories. I front flipped out ball and chain. I went double overs and tossed this kid who was like 2 or 3 time state champ in an off-season tournament. We were out of bounds, and I like basically did like a yoga balance on a kid to get a reversal in the last 30 seconds and got like 2.
You
and
did yoga.
You hit the downward facing dog.
Yeah, like
for 2.
like
I
that's
need
it. Like, I have no
a
reason to lie
Nomad
about it.
highlight video.
I have
so
no reason to
bad.
lie about these things. Like there wasn't a lot of cool moves in like.
I am dead.
If I lost, it was like if I won, it was because it was boring. Like coming out the back.
This is the most serious thing I've ever said in my life to you. If you can compile highlight footage of your wrestling career,
there's none. There's
Calvert
maybe
Hall.
one.
Calvert Hall couldn't swing for a camcorder.
Yeah, seriously.
No.
They didn't have an A to V department.
Your parents didn't record?
No.
You're telling me
Men
Mama
pictures.
Lobdell did not? No.
Mama Lobdell was always taking pictures.
Well,
So there's probably
You're
pictures.
talking about.
So you weren't breaking down film. No wonder you didn't make it to the big time. You could have. You weren't going back and looking.
Nope.
All right. Well, I don't. Kyle or Willie,
The
do y'all
main
have
issue was
No, I'm
very
out.
really wrestling.
I'm out on this whole
I might have thrown
conversation.
some hard crossfaces.
We
but,
will see you
like,
next
getting frustrated.
Tuesday.
Oh, wait, Willie just closing the show?
Hey, yeah, quiet your mouth.
What are you
Double
doing,
Hodge.
man?
I do remember one time
I'm gonna call him Double Hodge from now on.
a kid who was far worse than me.
They could deserve double hot.
No, one will be better, and that person should win. They are not going to be tied. Someone will have had a better year or better
Someone
career.
will have beaten
You're such a
better
nerd.
guys. We'll have more
Such a
pins. We'll have
nerd,
more
but, oh,
tags.
yeah, well, percentage point. Oh, he has 3 percentage
It's not
points
about
better.
oh yeah, good one. Throw the nerd bomb because I think one person should win the award, and you want to give it out to anyone. You know, they're probably.
What do you mean anyone?
Why not Miles Martin?
Willie.
They're 2 amazing resumes. They're 2 amazing resumes.
And someone's will be better.
One will be better,
Willie.
and that person will win.
When you
You know what? Hey, here's the thing. Willie would be a great hirer of talent. He's like, all right, we got 2 guys, great resumes for one position.
Let's hire both of them.
Boss, let's hire them both. No,
Well,
what if I told you they
It's not
both
a
have
job.
great resumes?
It's not a job. They get a
Willie,
freaking
hold on.
trophy.
No, they do get a job.
Willie,
They
when
don't
you
get a
were
job.
They're a copy editor at Win Magazine.
They
If
don't
you
get a
win,
job.
in any other sport, when you're talking about like who is better, what do you look at? Do you look at stats?
yeah. What do you look at, Willie?
Do you look at like who has a higher completion percentage, who has thrown for more yards,
eyeball
who
test.
gets sacked fewer times?
What is the harm? What is the harm in giving it to 2 guys?
Because it's
Because
freaking
then,
stupid.
because then every year someone will be like, "Oh, well, this guy, he's got an argument too. We should just
No,
probably give it to
no.
both of them."
Yeah,
do
because
you
I
think
say
this
that
is the
every year,
only?
right?
Is this
Every
the
year
only
I
year?
say- every year I say, yeah, 2 guys should win it. I'm not saying every year. I'm not saying often. I'm saying in some circumstances. And both guys had an amazing career, and for it to come down to mere percentage points to see if somebody wins their only Hodge, what is the harm in giving it to 2 guys this year?
'Cause that's
Nothing,
really stupid.
other than you guys saying there should be 1 winner.
Why are you using that voice?
Everyone
Like-
in the world thinks there
so
should be
stupid.
one winner of awards like this.
Yes.
There should be one Heisman. There
All
should
right,
be
well, I
one.
don't feel- I
Where are
don't
we
feel-
at in
Hodge.
society
Congrats-
Where are we
today?
at?
congrats to
Snowflake
you,
Willie.
Congrats to you and to other people.
Willie, you did you bring in the participation award too? Is that your
No
thing?
one. Yeah, that's me. That's classic me. Participation and participation trophies. No, you guys are being the ones that one person should win the award.
All right, Penn State Willie. Yeah, I do think one person should win an award.
Yeah, because if you
baffled
gave it
right
to 2
now.
people this year, it would be a travesty.
It would.
It would be a travesty.
It would diminish
I don't
the
know
award.
what the. It would be, yeah, it would diminish the award if 2 guys that went to 7 combined NCAA title finals. It would be a travesty if both of them shared an award one year.
Kyle Snyder would never win. I mean, I guess
That'd
he
be,
lost last year.
that'd be really stupid.
Yeah, it would be stupid. All right, we're
This
ready
is,
to
like,
go.
Actually stupid.
Mr. Chris in the control room, command center, Delta Force. Feel free to play the outro music. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, Melina Wick. Because it's the Hodge Trophy winner, not Hodge Trophy winners.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that take, Melina.
Thanks, Melina Wick, the mother of Evan Zander and
Suck it,
Luca
Will.
Wick.
Because there's not an S on it.
Hey.
There wasn't S on in 1 year, maybe 2 years.
Here's a suggestion from Rick. Can't pronounce your last name. Reichert, maybe. Come up with another award for Nolf, Willie.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win, Nolf or Nickel, they can have Willie's
you know what
Hodge
we did?
Trophy Award.
Who's to say?
You know what we did? Me and Spay, when we did the FloWrestling Awards, the Flowies last year,
Yeah.
we made an award called We Should Probably Give Kyle Snyder an Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do that for whoever doesn't win.
We'll give you a section in that article this year, I
Yeah.
promise.
We'll call it the Jason Nolf. We should maybe give him an award because he's Jason Nolf.
There you go. That's what Willie wants to do. Willie can do that. Hey, big news. FRL's on the market, baby.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We are single.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
And ready to mingle.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Jared Hot Horseman Wrestling Camp.
Yes, / you know what we should do? Every day we should say what we're sponsored by and just see if there's a lift and maybe they go. So I'm going to say this episode is brought to you by Popeye's Chicken.
Nope. Jared Hot Horseman Wrestling Camps.
Chicken and horses. So thanks to A6 for the good times. We're moving on. And applications are open. Send any applications for sales to Nomad. And he will vet
Nomad
that.
at FloWrestling.com.
He will vet the
I want to be
process.
sponsored by Kurt Backus Beef Sticks.
All right, we're hoping for the beef. Thanks a lot, guys. We will be back next Tuesday. Come heck or high water. Willie won't be on the show because he'll be drafting up a new criteria for the Hodge so that all Penn State guys can win it. Thanks. See you next time.